St. Lucia has long been a destination for scuba divers from around the world. St. Lucia's extraordinarily beautiful coastline, the warm, crystal-clear Caribbean waters, and a vibrant, colorful underwater world offer the first-time diver and experienced divers alike an exciting adventure on every dive. There are a wide variety of dive sites ranging from shallow dives accessible right off the shore to stunning wall dives, drift dives, and wreck dives, all with beautiful corals and teeming with marine life. There are several dive centers on the island, each staffed by highly trained professional dive masters and instructors. These dive centers will make certain that you enjoy a rich, rewarding scuba diving or snorkeling experience, whether you are a first-time diver in a resort course or an advanced diver looking for a new dive experience. Most of St. Lucia's dive sites are located on the west coast of the island, stretching from historical Pigeon Point in the north to the famous Twin Peaks of the Pitons in the south. There are a few sites that offer the ability to dive right from the shore, but most of the dive sites are only accessible by boat. And because of St. Lucia's scenic natural beauty, this only adds to the experience, as just getting to the dive sites is an adventure in its own right. The wide variety of dive sites provide the opportunity to experience stunning wall dives, brisk drift dives, wreck dives, multi-level dives, and night dives, all with an amazing variety of marine life. St. Lucia is also a favorite of underwater photographers from around the world, particularly those interested in underwater macro photography. Photographing seahorses, frogfish, and marine corals makes every dive an out-of-this-world experience. For the snorkelers, there are many shallow reefs just a few meters from the shore that are home to an abundance of tropical fish and aquatic life, sometimes visible from the surface. Trained instructors can get first-timers ready for the experience of a lifetime so that they too can enjoy the warm Caribbean waters. Each of St. Lucia's exciting dive sites has its own unique character and provides a home to an amazing variety of marine life. Some of the local favorite dive sites include Virgin Cove. This is a semicircular reef wall with a sandy bottom at about 50 feet, sloping down to about 75 feet at the mouth of the cove. This is a wonderfully rich and colorful dive site with lots of brain corals, barrel sponges, and a wide variety of marine life. Lesline M. This is a very exciting artificial reef dive. The freighter was sunk just at the entrance to Oscoshon in 1986 by the Department of Fisheries with the intention of creating an artificial reef. Now, over 20 years later, this wreck has evolved into an extremely healthy, beautifully rich artificial reef, offering a spectacular dive experience. The wreck is now literally covered with soft corals and sponges and provides a home for a wide variety of fish, eels, lobsters, and more. Roseman's Trench. The area is really a multi-fingered reef which forms a series of trenches and is a spectacular dive experience. The maximum depth is about 30 feet. The walls of the trench are all covered in a wide variety of colorful corals and provide a home to lobsters, crabs, eels, frogfish, and often there are turtles and barracuda swimming through. This is a must-dive site for any dive visitor to St. Lucia. Fairyland. Fairyland is named after its grotto-like underwater structures. There are numerous crevices, gullies, trenches, large rocks and overhangs, all covered in colorful coral and sponges. All of this provides for an exciting adventure, and each time you dive this site, it seems that you find something new. Because there is a continuous current, this site always has that gin-clear visibility that divers love and keeps the reef clean and lively. The corals and the myriad of fish make this dive site something special. Superman's Flight. This site is named Superman's Flight because it served as the setting for a scene from the film Superman 2. Nestled at the base of the Petit Piton, it provides a dramatic dive experience both above and below the surface. The current does all of the work for you, making this a drift dive that you will never forget. The steep walls of the Petit Piton continue below the surface and are covered by brilliantly colored coral, all lining an almost vertical wall, and provides a visually stunning dive experience. All of the other dive sites have similar marine life and colorful corals, and each offers its own special characteristic. All contribute to making scuba diving in St. Lucia a delightful dive vacation. The only problem will be having to leave. The variety and the natural beauty of the island above and below the surface will provide an unforgettable dive holiday. And for those who don't dive, there are plenty of other attractions, adventures, local cuisine, and cultural experiences, all part of that ultimate vacation holiday. We look forward to seeing you soon in our tropical paradise, St. Lucia. Simply beautiful.